Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin joins us now. Mr. Secretary, good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. It's great to be here with you.
Let's start with that clip we just played, because candidate Trump was on this show telling our viewers a year ago that he believed in raising taxes on the wealthy, including himself. Would you acknowledge that the reform plan you have laid out does the exact opposite? In fact, it is a dramatic cut in taxes for the wealthy.
No, this isn't about a dramatic cut in taxes for the wealthy. This is about lowering tax rates in return for getting rid of massive amounts of deductions and special interests.
But it does cut taxes for the wealthy, right?
Again, when we lay out the exact details of the plan, what you'll see is this is about reducing taxes and tax simplification. This is about a middle-income tax cut. This is about having sweeping tax cuts, the largest tax cuts in history, the largest tax reform program in history, to create American jobs. This is all about jobs, jobs, jobs.
Well, let me just ask you one thing. Can you give me an example of a wealthy individual or corporation whose taxes will go up under what you've proposed?
Again, what we wanted to do was lay out the president's principles, and his principles are all part of his economic plan. He is determined to create economic growth of 3% or higher, and in regards to this, again, this is about lowering business taxes to make businesses competitive. We have a very uncompetitive business tax system, and by doing this, we'll create lots and lots of jobs.
I'm glad you talked about growth, because the Committee for a Responsible Budget, which is a nonpartisan organization, says the numbers are a problem here, Mr. Secretary. They say it's going to result in between 3 and 7 trillion fewer dollars coming into the government, and to compensate that with growth, the growth rate would have to be about 4.5%. You've just said you're hoping for a growth rate of about 3%, so that's going to result in a blossoming of the deficit, isn't it?
Matt, first of all, the other people, external groups who normally model these plans, haven't modeled the plan because they said they don't have the details. So the numbers that you're citing, we don't agree with those numbers, and we don't think they're accurate. And when we come out with the details of the plan, we'll show this is going to be paid for by a combination of economic growth, which will be around 3% or slightly higher, and a combination of by reducing massive amounts of deductions and special interests.
Without getting overly dramatic then, Mr. Secretary, would you be willing to raise your right hand and look at the American people and say, I, Steven Mnuchin, promise you that this will be revenue neutral and deficit neutral?
Again, our objective, Matt, is to pay for this with economic growth. So right now we're working with the House and the Senate. This is now about taking the president's principles and turning them into a bill that we can get passed and the president can sign this year so we can create economic growth. And we're going to work closely with Congress to get this done. So Matt, yes, our principles are we want to pay for this with economic growth and with reducing lots and lots of special interest deductions.
But you know this idea that you can pay for it with economic growth is a kind of a Washington fairy tale. You hear about it all the time. I mean, tax cuts definitely stimulate growth. Question is whether it's enough. There's actually a guy named Steve Bell. He was a Republican staff member in the 80s when Reagan had his tax cut. And he says this is fool's gold, that you'll cut taxes, everybody works harder, more money will come, and you'll erase the fiscal impact. He says it never happens.
Well, we obviously don't agree with that, and there's plenty of economists who have lined up with what we're saying. And let me just tell you, there's many studies that show 70% or more of the tax burden of corporations is borne by the American workers. So this is about lowering business taxes for both big corporations and small and medium-sized businesses, putting that money back in the pockets of American workers. And, by the way, by creating a territorial system, we will bring back trillions of dollars that have been parked offshore because of complicated tax systems, that these companies will invest in American plants, American equipment to create American jobs.
Real quickly, Mr. Secretary, you've said the president has already revealed a lot of financial information, more than anyone. We could argue about that for an entire other segment. But doesn't it make your job harder to go out and sell a tax plan that's going to impact every American's tax returns when the President of the United States has not been transparent with his own tax returns?
No, not at all, Matt. I think the American public is comfortable with the financial information that the president has released. And this is about the impact on not one taxpayer. This is about the impact on American taxpayers and American business. And we are focused on economic growth and jobs, jobs, jobs. For too long, this economy has been held back by regulatory issues, by tax burden, and we are unleashing that.
Real quickly,
the president's
sorry, just on the tax returns, you did say yesterday at your briefing the president has no intention to release his tax returns. He used to say he would when the audits were complete. Is it your understanding that he will never release his tax returns?
Well, I'm going to let the president decide what he's going to do in the future. That's obviously up to him. And again, what the president is focused on and I'm focused on is creating opportunities for the American public, and we couldn't be more excited about that. And this plan is the beginning of creating economic growth. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin, thank you for your time, sir.
Thanks,
We appreciate
Mr. Secretary.
Thank you both. Appreciate it.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.